Hey there, Sunday school friends. I'm so glad that you have joined us for another week of studying the 10 Commandments. I cannot believe that we are almost to the end. So today we get to study the 7th commandment. Does anybody know the 7th commandment? That's right, it is you shall not steal. So what we're going to do today, because stealing, the definition of stealing can be hard. We often think of stealing as walking into a store and taking something without paying for it, right? That's stealing. If I go in there and take something like a pack of gum or a toy or something I can fit in my pocket or in my backpack, or wear the clothes that I tried on in the dressing room out of the store, that's stealing. Well, we're gonna do something today that shows that stealing is so much more than just walking into a store and walking out with something that doesn't belong to us that we haven't paid for. So what I have with me is a glass of clear glass with water in it. You see it's moving, so there's some water in it, okay? This is us. So we want to be able to keep us pure. We want to keep this water pure. We want to keep it clear. I also have some red food coloring right here, and I'm going to go through some scenarios. And you might think that it's not stealing, but in each of these scenarios, we are going to add a drop of food coloring into here, and you're going to see that this will not stay clear. Are you ready? All right, first scenario, here we go. So the other day I was on the playground with the kids and I saw somebody dropped a bracelet in the grass. So I picked it up and I put it in my pocket and I said, I will call so-and-so later and let them know that they dropped their bracelet. Guess what? I forgot to call that person and tell them that they dropped their bracelet and I found it. But I kind of just gonna keep it because that person only wears that bracelet on Sunday mornings to church. And since we don't go to the same church, I don't have to really worry about her ever catching me with that bracelet, as long as I don't wear it like when I'm with her. So she might have lost it anywhere and she has no idea, but I really do, I do have it, but I like it, so I'm just gonna hang on to it and keep it, okay? All right, so let's add a dot. Okay. Next scenario, are you ready? Okay. So my sister recently was going on a trip and she waited till the last minute to pack, right? And when it came time to packing, she could not find her suitcase. So she just, without me knowing, borrowed my suitcase. Well, guess what? During her trip, the suitcase got ripped and destroyed. Yeah, not good. When I found out about it, I was very sad because that was one of my favorite suitcases to travel with, and now I can't use it anymore because it's destroyed. She didn't ask to borrow it. All right, next one. So there was 2 students in class, and the first student, he forgot to study for the spelling test. Just didn't want to, ran out of time, whatever. But he sits next to a girl who's really smart and always gets A's on her spelling test. So he's just gonna look at her answers and use her answers, and he'll do fine on the test because she always gets them right. Another drop because he's stealing her answers. Next one. So my little sister, when we were younger, would always leave her money out, just laying around the house. Sometimes she would play with it and forget about it, and then it would be there, or she'd get a birthday card and just leave it laying out. Well, this one time I found $5 from a birthday card that she had gotten from my grandma, and I just put it in my pocket, figuring, guess what? She's not gonna know that it's missing. She just left it laying around, so she doesn't really care about it all that much, and it's just $5. I mean, what's $5? Yeah. So I kept it. Well, guess what? Every scenario that we just went through was considered stealing, was considered a sin. So now we have muddied the waters and we have made what once was clear and pure very tainted. It is now red, full of sin, full of things that we broke the 7th commandment. We committed stealing against our neighbor. We might not think of those things as stealing, But it's taking something that does not belong to us. God tells us in the 7th commandment, you shall not steal. But what does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not take our neighbor's money or possessions or get them in a dishonest way, but help him to improve and protect his possessions and income. So God forbids robbery, theft, all of those things, and getting things in dishonest ways. Everything that we just went through, we got in a dishonest way. We were not being truthful about the way that we got the bracelet from our friend, or that we used the backpack or the suitcase, or my spelling test answers, or even the $5 that my sister had gotten in her birthday card. Those are all dishonest ways of getting something. Instead, God commands us to be helpful to our neighbor, to be giving to our neighbor, and even when we have things, we should be givers and not getters. How would you feel if one of your things went missing because your friend felt the way that I felt about just taking my sister's $5? Because who cares? It's just $5. You'd be pretty upset if it happened to you. So before you take something that does not belong to you, or you don't think it's stealing, think just the opposite. How would you feel if you were that person that you're about to take from? God commands us to be givers and not getters. Just as God is a giver, God gives us everything that we have in life. So to steal from somebody else is kind of telling God that we don't appreciate everything that He has given us. He knows what we need and when we need it. We should be supportive of our neighbor if there's something that we truly, really want. However, we don't have the right to just take it without permission, without paying for it, without recognizing where all things come from. So instead, God encourages us to be givers, just like He is a giver. If we have stuff that we can help our neighbor out, or we can let somebody borrow, or those types of things, that's how we should be doing it. So we want to try to keep our water as pure and clear as possible. So next time you think about taking something, just remember this water. You want to be pure. All right, are you ready? We are going to sing our song, and we have quite a list of verses. We've got 7 verses going on here. Are you ready to start? All right, here we go. God gave us loving laws a long time ago. He put them in the Bible so we all would know. If you take a finger and point it high, God's first commandment tells us why. Now I want you guys to help me at home, okay? Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. I am the Lord your God, says He. You shall have no other gods but me. Worship God and God alone. You're His flock, His very own. Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. Our words tell the world what's in our hearts. If you want to be cool, if you want to be smart, speak God's name with love and respect. 3 fingers, keep your words correct. Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. Hold up your fingers and push them away to set aside a special day. Refuel your engines and remember God. Go to church where He's worshiped and awed. Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. Hey, put your fingers way down low. Honor your parents is the way to go. God gave you parents when you were small. Respect and obey them while you're growing tall. Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. 4 fingers for a body, 1 finger for a sword. You shall not kill is the 5th law of the Lord. Say no to violence in word and deed. Say yes to life, it's what we need. Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. Be true to your husband, be true to your wife. Keep your promises all your life. God told people, I want to be obeyed. Remember those promises that you made. Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. 10 take away 3 is 7. Stealing is a sin, it's forbidden. Try to be givers, not gimme getters. Don't be a seventh commandment forgetter. Gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me, gotta hear me. Good job, friends. I can't wait to actually do this one with you in person so we can sing gotta hear me, gotta hear me. All right, may the Lord bless your week, and always remember to be a giver, not a gimme getter. Have a good one. See you next time.